Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. Today we'll be diving into verse 41, where we'll be learning of the story of Tissa, the monk with a stinking body. I am your host, Luang Tajali Mayingbom, and today I'll be hosting the podcast. In the sacred halls of the Jetavana monastery, where the whispers of enlightenment dance with the rustling of leaves, the Buddha shared a tale that echoed the transcendent nature of human form. The tale centered around a monk named Tissa, whose journey to enlightenment was marked by the fragility of the mortal coil. Monk Tissa, a devout follower of the Buddha, immersed himself in the practice of meditation, his soul a beacon of devotion. Yet, amidst the fervent pursuit of spiritual awakening, his fate intervened cruelly, afflicting him with a debilitating disease. Boils erupted across his body, blossoming into festering sores that marred his flesh. With each burst, his robe was drenched in the foul fluids of his ailment, an unbearable stench clung to his being. Thus, he earned the unfortunate moniker of Buddhigata Tissa, the monk with a stinking body. As Tissa grappled with agony of his affliction, his isolation seemed almost complete. Abandoned by his peers, he found solace only in the presence of the Buddha, whose compassionate gaze encompassed the world. Sensing Tissa's readiness to transcend his earthly bonds, the Buddha resolved to offer him refuge in his darkest hour. Disguising his divine presence, the Buddha ventured from his perfumed chamber to the humble confines of the monastery fire room. With tender care, he tended to the mundane tasks of daily life, preparing a warm bath for the suffering monk. As the water shimmered and the steam danced, the Buddha approached Tissa's bedside, a silent guardian in the shadow. Witnessing Buddha's tender ministration, the older monks offered their assistance, eager to alleviate Tissa's suffering. Together they carried him to the fire room where the Buddha orchestrated the ritual of purification. Tissa's roof, once stained with the remnants of the affliction, was cleansed in the scalding water, their fiber rejuvenated by the warmth of the sun. With each gentle stroke, he bathed Tissa's weary body, cleansing not only his flesh but also his soul. As the last vestige of the impurity evaporated into the ether, Tissa found himself enveloped in a sense of peace, his spirit buoyed by the Buddha's benevolence. At that sacred moment, with fragrance of enlightenment hanging heavy in the air, the Buddha imparted his final wisdom to Tissa. He spoke of the transience of the human form, of the inevitable departure of conscience, leaving behind a vessel as worthless as a rotting log upon the earth. In the embrace of Buddha's teaching, Tissa achieved the pinnacle of enlightenment, his mind illuminated by the clarity of analytical insight, and his final breath escaped his lip, departed this world, his spirit soaring beyond the confines of the mortal flesh. Thus, in the timeless dance of life and death, Tissa's journey illuminated the profound truth that without the mind, the body is a vessel adrift in an ocean of impermanence, a vessel that, in the end, lies discarded and useless upon the earth like a piece of log.